Tonight at 5, Madison police are still trying to determine what happened inside a north side apartment after a masked intruder was fatally shot. We'll walk you through what we know so far. The incident, just one of many in that area over the past few weeks, why district leaders say it is not a simple fix. And we're learning more about the affidavit that was used to authorize an FBI search of former President Trump's home in Florida. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Thanks for joining us. We are continuing coverage tonight as Madison police investigate an incident on the city's north side that left a masked intruder dead. Officers were called to an apartment building in the 1700 block of Packers Avenue about 2:30 this morning. That's where they found a woman and small child who lived in the home and a masked man with a gunshot wound. He was pronounced dead at the scene, and police are still trying to determine what exactly happened.
A harrowing, I think, situation here in the city of Madison to have something like this happen, to have a homeowner have to defend themselves or have a homeowner have to fire a weapon.
That incident, just one of many that have happened on the city's north side over the past few weeks. Those 9 incidents are also within a 1-mile radius of the city's police department and include everything from homicides, shots fired incidents to burglaries and drug investigations. Crime isn't, of course, isolated to the city's north side, but as we just showed you, there has been a lot of police activity there this summer. Tahlil Mohadeen live near Packers Avenue now. And Tahlil, what did you hear from folks there today?
Eric, 2 weeks ago tonight, we had a crew close by covering what would be the city's 5th homicide. After the home invasion that happened overnight here, that means we're up to 7. Now, the alder who represents this district tells me even one homicide is too many. But the problem is there isn't one single fix. Alder Sayed Abbas truly loves the Madison neighborhood where he lives and represents.
A lot of our north side is a beautiful place. A lot of young families are here. Kids are playing outside.
But a string of violent crime in this area over the summer is putting that love to the test.
Last month we have twice a shooting event at Demetrol Park. We had shooting event at Sheridan Triangle neighborhood. Then we had a robbery. And now we have this unfortunate incident.
The most recent one raising alarms. A masked man broke into a home on Packers Avenue early this morning. Madison police say a person inside the home shot and killed the intruder.
Another incident of violence in our city, which lets us know that although our numbers are small, we still have a lot of work to do in this regard.
Abbas agrees. He's pushing to provide Madison police with more funding. He says the city needs to review the overall police budget and make more room for criminal investigations and community policing.
Really make sure police is doing the most important thing to protect people.
Still, he understands for some in the community, trust in the police has been broken.
And the police need to work really hard to establish, but at the same time, our responsibility as elected official is also to look into various things where we need police and where we don't need police.
There's a need for mental health and rehab services too, in Abbas's mind. For now, Police Chief Sean Barnes doesn't know why this latest incident happened.
We need to figure out what happened here or why this particular place may have been targeted.
But Abbas believes drugs are often to blame, requiring a proactive approach to protect the lives of loved ones in this neighborhood.
Identifying those groups or people and the places where those issues are.
Alder Abbas also wants Madison to apply for state and federal grants to pay for his anti-crime ideas. He says the city alone can't afford to pay for it. Live in Madison, Tahlil Mohadeen, News 3 Now.
Tahlil, thank you. It's too early to say for sure, but Chief Barnes believes the Castle Doctrine may protect the people who lived in that home from facing any charges. Will Keneally joins us now. Will, what is the Castle Doctrine and how could it be in play here?
So it's a type of self-defense claim that somebody can use, and it essentially says that you have a greater expectation of safety and privacy in your own home. As Madison defense attorney Jessa Nicholson-Getz explains, it gives the victim, not the intruder, a stronger benefit of the doubt.
Generally speaking, when there's an intruder in your home, the review of it is viewed as you acting defensively. Whereas when you have a fight on the street or something like that, they're going to look at what opportunities everybody had to escape or otherwise leave the situation.
So if a case goes to trial, a defendant has to introduce just some evidence of the claim. Then the state has to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the Castle Doctrine does not apply. But Nicholson-Getz says invoking the doctrine can be a powerful tool to avoid charges in the first place. That said, invoking the castle doctrine is not a guaranteed defense. At 6, we'll have more on how it might not apply.
Will, thank you. More chances of humidity and thunderstorms this weekend. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti out of the weather patio with more. Gary?
Yeah, right now things are pretty quiet out here. We've got sunshine and humidity levels are low, but that will change as we head through the weekend. As we start out by taking a look at visible cloud track, you can see the sunshine we've had all day today. Yesterday's clouds down to the south. Tomorrow's clouds are actually more tomorrow night, and Sunday's clouds are out to the west. So we'll have about a 24-hour period of some pretty nice weather. Doppler track right now, free of precipitation across Wisconsin. There are some light showers through parts of Minnesota and Iowa. Showers and storms are farther to the west in the Dakotas. 6-hour future track radar shows those moving in central Minnesota. Right now, we're not seeing any rain for us, at least through probably tomorrow night. Current temperatures are very comfortable. 76 in Madison, 79 in Lone Rock, 73 closer to Lake Michigan and Milwaukee. Across Dane County right now, we're seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, 76 in Edgerton, 77 degrees in Cross Plains, and 77 in Wanakee. Look for skies to be mostly clear this evening. Temperatures will drop off into the middle 60s by late evening. Could see some patchy fog overnight, and tomorrow will be a warmer day, but showers and storms are definitely in the forecast for Sunday. I'll have more on the timing of those in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Tensions rose during a hearing for Darrell Brooks in a Waukesha County courtroom today.
He needs to be here. He's not cooperating. I'm going to give you the warning, Mr. I will give you the warning that if you continue to interrupt when we go back on the record, you will forfeit your right to be in the courtroom today. I can't have these interruptions. I want you here. It's been a long day and a half.
Keep your hands off me.
We'll come back at 12:30.
Well, around 10:30, the Waukesha County District Attorney called out Brooks for sleeping in court. Brooks' attorneys had to wake him up. Soon after, Brooks had an outburst and was escorted out of the courtroom. The court was then forced to take that lunch break. This comes as Brooks and his defense team were denied 2 major requests during day 2 of motion hearings. The judge denied a motion to dismiss evidence found during a search of Brooks' jail cell last month. The judge also denied the defense team's request to throw out the first interviews Waukesha police conducted with Brooks. A trial is set for October. A federal court has unsealed the affidavit used to justify an FBI search of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home earlier this month. Much of the 38-page document was redacted to protect witnesses and federal law enforcement personnel. In it, the special agent in charge says there was a probable cause to believe locations to be searched contained evidence, contraband, or other items illegally possessed. He also believed evidence of obstruction would be found. The special agent also noted he does not believe any spaces within the premises have been authorized for the storage of classified information since the end of the former president's term. Meanwhile, Mr. Trump has until the end of the day to explain why he has requested a special master to review documents seized from his home. More than $280 billion was returned to the Small Business Administration today, money illegally obtained through COVID relief funds. The Secret Service has been investigating pandemic fraud for the past 2.5 years now. Natalie Brand has more.
The Secret Service returned $286 million in stolen government funds to the Small Business Administration Friday as part of its ongoing investigations into pandemic fraud. In this case, phony applications for economic injury disaster loans known as EIDL.
The majority of the accounts had been established using synthetic identities, stolen personal identifiable information, or the utilization of willing and unwilling money mules.
Investigators say the conspirators used the online bank Green Dot to move the funds. While that money is now back in the right hands, the perpetrators connected to more than 15,000 fake accounts are still at large.
The investigation continues, and we fully anticipate identifying suspects in the case.
EIDL loan fraud has affected innocent victims during the pandemic, like this California man who learned his name and identity were stolen to snag federal relief.
I had applied for a small business loan for $5,000 to open up my own deli in Texas. I can barely make peanut butter sandwiches, let alone open a deli.
This month, President Biden signed into law 2 bipartisan bills extending the statute of limitations for COVID relief fraud enforcement to 10 years.
You can't hide. We're going to find you. We're going to make you pay back what you stole and hold you accountable under the law.
The Secret Service says that extension will afford the agency the extra time it needs to track down the criminals. Natalie Brent, CBS News, Washington.
The Secret Service says it's possible that foreign actors were involved. The agency has launched more than 3,800 investigations related to pandemic fraud since 2020 and seized more than $1.4 billion. A huge renovation project at the Dane County Regional Airport. Pretty tough to miss. It means taking some extra navigational steps right now in an effort to make the airport larger and easier to get around when it's done. Our Braden Ross went to check out the progress today. Braden?
Yeah, well, the Dane County Regional Airport is well on its way to finishing a new 90,000 square foot addition to the largest in the airport's history. The project includes repaving the passenger drop-off and pickup area outside and tearing down an old section of the airport. Right now, all the cars entering the airport get routed through the parking garage because of that work. The $85 million expansion will add a new restaurant, retail shops, and 6 brand new gates.
It's going to have a business center. It's also going to have a family area for kids to let off a little steam before getting on the flight.
The new gate should open in January, and the whole project should be wrapped up by the end of next summer. Until then, airport staff recommend leaving yourself a few extra minutes when coming to catch a flight.
Braden, thank you. Gary has our latest weekend forecast. That's next at 5. Plus, Monday will mark the start of a new mission to the moon. 50 years in the making. We'll have the details when we return. And later, a story you'll only see on News 3 Now. We're following up with a couple who was hit by the driver of a stolen truck during a high-speed chase in Madison. Again, the details tonight at 6. And not the way you want to end the week on Wall Street. The Dow nosediving more than 1,000 points. The Nasdaq falls almost 500. The S&P down 141. And we'll be right back.
Ashley's Labor Day mattress preview sale is going on now. Save up to $1,000 on Serta, up to $800 on Purple, and up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus special financing and free furniture on select mattresses. It's the Labor Day preview sale, this week only at Ashley.
I'm Tim Michaels, and I know a thing or two about construction. But sometimes, before you start building, you have to tear things down. That's why I'll dump Beaver's job-killing agenda. Totally demolish the woke liberals' anti-police agenda. And hammer Madison's special interest. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm a businessman, not a politician. Tony Evers and his liberal friends have made an absolute mess of Wisconsin. We've got a blueprint to rebuild. But first, we need to do a little demolition.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
A new Chevy is the smart way to hit the open road this summer. The smart way to road trip and seek new adventures. Go a little farther this summer in a new Chevy. Find new get up and go, find new roads. Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2022 Equinox models. Plus, get 0% financing when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
My husband said to give our house more curb appeal. So I started painting. Then I went on Google and looked up the meaning of curb appeal. It said to make it more nicer. So I called Replacement Window Center, and they put in new replacement windows.
Get free installation and 0% financing for 18 months. Free installation and 0% financing. Hurry, call now.
Replacement Window Center. Our name says it all.
Ashley's Labor Day preview sale is going on now. Don't miss 30% off furniture, plus an additional 15% off, or no interest for 60 months. It's the Labor Day preview sale, and it's this week only at Ashley.
After a pregnant woman was hit during a high-speed chase, we speak to those close to her about that experience. And after killing a home invader, the home defender may not be charged due to an old doctrine. We dive into the legitimacy of that defense tonight at 6.
It all comes down to the final drive. News 3 Now brings you the big play highlights and scores from Southern Wisconsin high school football action. Don't miss the final drive. Fridays on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. What's been a tradition for 6 decades in Middleton turned ugly this month with politics disrupting what's normally a fun neighborhood event, the Good Neighbor Festival, this weekend, and they've made some big modifications to their Sunday parade. Naomi Coles joins us now to explain. Naomi?
Yeah, so it started with Republican candidate for sheriff Anthony Hamilton taking to social media, accusing parade organizers of banning Republicans from walking in the parade. Now, that came from a rule that this group has had for 60 years. Only elected officials can walk, which in this case are basically all Democrats. It led to an uproar that left organizers getting threatening calls and leading to them banning all politicians from the event. It's already a sore subject, with tragedies at parades in Waukesha and Highland Park recently on all of our minds.
So before people were responding to the social media things with talks of guns and things, we said we're running the parade route down a less easily accessible road, and then we'll have basically our city snowplows are going to be parked at all the intersections, so the route is going to be extremely safe.
Organizers don't know yet if they will keep this rule going forward, but you'll want to hear our whole conversation on this issue that's coming up on Sunday, For the Record, at 10:30.
All right, Naomi, thank you. Well, the world will be watching Kennedy Space Center Monday. The Artemis 1 mission marks NASA's first trip to the moon in 50 years. Skylar Henry has more.
This is where the countdown begins for America's return to the moon. NASA's most powerful rocket ever is on the launch pad, ready for Monday's liftoff, an unpiloted mission called Artemis 1.
It is absolutely breathtaking.
Charlie Blackwell-Thompson is the space agency's first female launch director.
It's going to return our nation to the moon, and it is going to pave the way for our next steps in exploration.
The flight is a $4 billion test run for the 322-foot rocket carrying the Orion crew capsule. With only mannequins on board, its 42-day mission will venture into distant orbit, then splash down in the Pacific. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson says the idea is to push the rocket to its limits.
The test pilots call it pressing the edge of the envelope, and that means it's risky business.
If all goes well, a future mission will bring astronauts to the moon's South Pole for the longest lunar visit ever.
The first landing to 2025 is going to be 6.5 days. Eventually, we're going to have a habitable rover. They're going to get in without their spacesuits and roam around the surface.
And in case you thought NASA didn't have a sense of humor.
You know the last thing that they put into the spacecraft?
What's that?
Snoopy in his astronaut spacesuit. And when we are in 0G going to the moon, you will see Snoopy right there in the camera.
Back on Earth, more than 100,000 people are expected to pack roads and beaches near the Kennedy Space Center to watch the historic liftoff. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Now, if Monday's launch is delayed, the mission will be postponed until September 2nd. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate weekend forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Yeah, I was just talking to our other meteorologist, Greg Barnhart, and he was looking to see, and right now it looks like there's about a 70% chance of that launch being able to get off, at least from a weather standpoint. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. It'll be warm for tomorrow. High temperatures in the lower 80s, and it should be dry for tomorrow, but we'll see showers and thunderstorms for Sundays. It becomes more humid. Highs will be in the upper 70s. Chance of showers and thunderstorms Monday, but then mild and pleasant weather starts Tuesday and lasts all the way through the Labor Day weekend. As we take a look at Doppler track right now, nothing across Wisconsin, a few sprinkles over parts of Minnesota and Iowa, some showers and thunderstorms up in the Dakotas. 6-hour future track radar shows those showers and storms moving into central Minnesota and staying up to the north. Now, there'll be more storms developing out to the west over the next couple of days. Storm Prediction Center has a marginal or level 1 risk into northwestern Wisconsin for severe thunderstorms tomorrow night. Wind would be the main threat, along with a little bit of hail. On Sunday, though, the Storm Prediction Center does not have an outlook for the area. We're expecting thunderstorms. Right now, there's no severe weather risk area that's been delineated, so we'll keep an eye on that. I think the better threat for Sunday is going to be heavy rain because we'll have more widespread cloud cover, and future track precipitation shows a pretty good coverage of about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain through much of southern Wisconsin, with some areas perhaps a little bit more than that in some some of these areas that kind of show up in there where the heaviest thunderstorms are. The heaviest rain probably falling out to the west and parts of northeastern Iowa, so this does bear some watching. On weather track, right now, the jet stream right over us. The warmest air just to our south and west was actually a warm front cutting through Iowa and the western portion of Missouri. That will lift northward. Right now, our temperatures are very comfortable in the 70s, the 80s and 90s, not too far to our south and west. I think we'll probably see the mid-80s by Monday, but tomorrow will be in the low 80s. On Sunday, our temperatures will be held down a bit because of the cloud cover and the showers and thunderstorms. So for tonight, look for mostly clear skies. There'll be some patchy fog. Roxbury dropping to 57, Cross Plains 58, and Stoughton will drop to 56 degrees. Look for areas across southern Wisconsin to mainly be in the mid-50s, although a little closer to Lake Michigan. Again, Milwaukee at 61 degrees, 63 in Prairie du Chien, and 61 for the low temperature in Platteville. For Madison, a high of 81 for tomorrow with partly sunny skies. But notice Sunday morning beginning at 5 a.m. Showers and thunderstorms coming in from the west. Unfortunately, right during the race for the cure, temperatures low 70s, but a pretty good chance of showers and thunderstorms. The storm chances will drop off a bit during the afternoon with temperatures in the upper 70s. Then look for maybe a break on Sunday night before another round of showers and storms move in late Sunday night into early Monday morning. After that, the precipitation becomes more spotty, but you add it all up through Monday morning, could be looking at anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to perhaps 1.5 inches of rain with some locally heavier amounts. 7 to 10 day forecast though. After that 85 on Monday with higher humidity, notice the temperatures upper 70s Tuesday and mid 70s right through the Labor Day holiday weekend with partly to mostly sunny skies and no rain expected over that time period. As we check out first warn traffic right now, this is the view of the Beltline at Stoughton Road, and looks like an accident there on the eastbound side right now. Traffic backed up, just starting to back up again right on the eastbound side of the Beltline right at Stoughton Road. As far as travel times are concerned, right now they're about normal, but that will certainly increase on the eastbound Beltline thanks to the accident at Stoughton Road. Right now, traveling out of Madison, no problems for Friday. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. They're about to roll out the barrels for the world's biggest beer festival, Oktoberfest. It's coming with a worldwide price hike. This story next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss Fuel Frenzy Weekend.
Felco Factory Direct. What does that mean? It means no middleman, no overpriced, underperforming windows. It means getting what you want, when you want, without breaking the bank. It means when you buy one window, you'll get one free. Yes, free. It means quality craftsmanship, custom designs, and a lifetime warranty. It means a team of window professionals dedicated to one thing above all, your delight. Buy one window, get one free, ends Labor Day. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Felco.
I'm Scott Peterson, the Peterson Grain Farms, and this is my John Deere. We're a family farm. We raise corn, soybeans. When you walk through their door, you're not a number, you're a name. And they go to their nth degree to get what you need to run your operation. For an example, one night I ate a rock and took the feeder house chain out of our combine. On a Friday night at 8 o'clock, they pulled in to fix that combine, and by 9:30, we were cutting beans again. I'm Scott Peterson of Peterson Grain Farms, and this is why I think Sloan's first.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient, full-line automaker. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
If Tim Michels is governor, here's what reproductive health care would look like in Wisconsin. Providing abortions? A felony. Exceptions in cases of rape or incest? None. Here's what Michels says to Wisconsin women who get pregnant after being raped. To ask her to go through the birth is not unreasonable. Tim Michels is a radical and divisive politician coming for your rights. Wisconsin women deserve better. Vote no on Tim Michaels.
Shop the end of summer clearance sale at Grand Appliance for up to 25% off, plus an extra $1,000 in rebate savings you won't find anywhere else. Get unbeatable deals like this Samsung large capacity French door refrigerator with dispenser for just $17.98, along with big end of season discounts on top grill brands like Weber, Traeger, and Napoleon. Visit grandappliance.com or your local showroom today. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss Fuel Frenzy Weekend.
Well, the world's biggest beer party is back for the first time since the pandemic canceled it 2 years ago, but brewers preparing for Oktoberfest in Germany say now something else is trying to spoil the fun.
This brewery manager says dark clouds are gathering over the beer industry. We have a looming energy crisis and gas shortage.
That's the Velton's brewery spokesman citing the war in Ukraine, spiking energy prices more than 400% at the brewery, which makes more than 500,000 gallons of beer a day. Even returnable glass bottles have gone up 80% since April. The price of malt has doubled to historic highs, and the cost of a 2-pint mug of beer, it'll go up 15%. That's about $2. But after a few steins, maybe they won't even notice. But Oktoberfest will take place in Munich from September 17th to the 3rd. The festival is also celebrated in cities all around the world, including La Crosse, September 29th to October 1st. Clean energy has a diversity problem. That's according to research done by a coalition of energy organizations. One organization is working to break down barriers and make the green economy more inclusive. Racial and ethnic minority groups represent 4 in 10 U.S. clean energy workers. Women, less than 30%. Lacey is a company that helps diverse entrepreneurs develop their own ideas, including Josh Aviv, whose company developed the world's first mobile and intelligent on-demand electric vehicle charging network.
A lot of early stage companies need to get off the ground. They need that first check in the door. They need that first validation, from a program partner.
So the company, Lacey, helped Aviv fund an expansion in his company, SparkCharge, which is now valued at more than $100 million and has operations nationwide. We're back next with a final check of your First Warn forecast.
Ashley's Labor Day mattress preview sale is going on now. Save up to $1,000 on Serta, up to $800 on Purple, and up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus special financing and free furniture on select mattresses. It's the Labor Day preview sale, this week only at Ashley.
How do you use your energy? Hitting the ball farther than yesterday? Fielding whatever comes your way? Trying to shine as bright as the sun? At Alliant Energy, we bring more clean, renewable energy to our customers every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power, we're thinking about each other. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado pickups. Plus, get 2.89% financing when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Discovering the perfect paint for your home has never been easier with Zinsser Smart Coat. Plan smart with interactive tools at smartcoat.com. Buy smart in-store or online for home delivery. And paint smart with this advanced paint and primer in one. Say hello to Zinsser Smart Coat, the next generation of intelligent paint. 11% off at Menards.
We would never hit 12 drunk.
Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk? We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Oh, wow.
Packer scratch games are back, and there's a chance to win 2 season tickets for 2 years?
Piggies in a blankie.
Thank you.
Wisconsin Lottery Packers scratch games are back with instant cash prizes and a bonus drawing for 2 Packer season tickets for 2 years. With prizes this exciting, everything feels like an opportunity for a big play. Available at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
All right, go Pack Go, right?
Ashley's Labor Day preview sale is going on now. Don't miss 30% off furniture, plus an additional 15% off, or no interest for 60 months. It's the Labor Day preview sale, and it's this week only at Ashley.
Temperatures are really comfortable across southern Wisconsin. Skies are sunny, 76 Madison, 75 degrees in Boscoville, 77 in Platteville. Enjoy the weather.
And we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next. Stay tuned.